Hello everyone! Today I have a highly requested skincare video for you today. So I'm going to walk you through my top 10 skincare must-haves at the moment. It is the spring season, so our skin is transitioning for the most part. So I'm just going to talk to you about my absolute favorites these past few weeks. And first, I just wanted to mention this makeup look is almost exactly the same as my last makeup tutorial. So if you missed that earlier this week, definitely go check that out. So let me start with my favorite product of the moment. This is the Sunday Riley Good Genes treatment, and I finally tried this because my friend Dara is raving about it on Instagram, so I figured, okay, if she likes it, I'll give it a try, because she also has dry skin and she lives in New York, so check her out, Belle de Jour NYC. And what pushed me over the edge further is that the Le Weekend de Chanel product did not work out for me. This is a very light glycolic, so if you have very sensitive skin and you're just looking for an easy alternative to a serum and moisturizer combo, you could give this a shot. I love the way it smells, the texture is great, it absorbs really quickly, but I just didn't see results. Even though my skin is sensitive, it is able to tolerate stronger glycolics because I've gradually worked up and treated my skin regularly. So for me, Le Weekend was not a hit. If you are a first-time glycolic user though, I highly recommend it, especially if you have dry skin. Now, the reason why I love Good Genes so much is it works, and it does burn a little bit if you use it as a mask. The very first time I decided to use about 4 to 5 pumps, and I slathered it all over my face and left it on for about 20 minutes. And then when I washed it off, my skin was visibly smoother and brighter, and it felt baby soft. So this product really does work, and sometimes I use it as a serum. You can also use it as a mask. Just mix it a little bit with her cleanser and you can leave that on as well. But I like to use it alone. It's just a little bit more cost effective, I think, if you mix it with the cleanser. So the Good Genes treatment brightens, exfoliates, plumps fine lines, and evens hyperpigmentation. I do think this is true. The hyperpigmentation I haven't seen quite yet because I've only been using it for about 2 weeks, but the bottom line is I absolutely love it. It's also a good alternative to Kate Somerville's Exfoliate if you don't like the fact that you have to massage the granules into your skin. So now moving on to my next product, which is actually a serum as well. This is the La Mer The Lifting Contour Serum, and I have finally fallen in love with something from La Mer. I recently tried their fairly new concentrate, and I returned it after a week of seeing clogged pores and blemishes, and it was breaking me out really something awful because there's so much silicone in there. I didn't even really feel like it was a skincare product, but the Lifting Contour Serum is totally something different. I really love it, and I mentioned before that my skin has been feeling less bouncy. It's less plump, and I really want that feel of collagen, that bouncy skin effect. So that's why I purchased the Lifting Contour Serum, and I love the packaging. First of all, it's really luxe. I do think that it is worth every penny that I paid, and beyond the packaging though, the product actually works. I also like to apply some to my V-line area here, and I actually do notice that it makes it look tighter, so I don't have quite as much of a double chin. Of course, the weight loss is the most noticeable difference, but I do think that the serum helps as well, especially when I'm bloated from eating too much salt, or if I've had something with MSG in it, my face automatically blows up. So this does help control that a little bit. And as I age, I'm almost 26 this month, I do notice that the pores around my nose area here get larger and larger. So this also helps with shrinking down my pores as well. And it's also very hydrating, but it layers well. So now for the other La Mer product that I bought. I recently purchased the Moisturizing Soft Cream, and this I actually prefer to the La Mer Cream. And the Creme de La Mer is great if you live in New York and you have windburn and you're suffering from extra dry flaky skin, but I live in Southern California and my issue is that I have the AC on all the time. So because of my beau, he gets hot really easily, so I always leave the AC on for him, and because of that my skin is extra dehydrated. My skin is normal to dry anyway, but I do find that the Moisturizing Soft Cream works really well. I like to slather this on when I'm on the airplane after a mask treatment. So even though some La Mer products really don't work for me, the ones that do work really well. So I do think that these were worth the investment for sure, and so that's why the Good Genes, the Lifting Serum, and this Soft Cream are my favorite 3 picks for this spring season. Now, because summer is right around the corner, I just wanted to talk to you about sunscreen. There's a lot of debate between which sunscreen is best for your skin, chemical, physical, but the bottom line is you should wear sunscreen. Which one you choose to wear is entirely up to you, but my favorite is by Eve Lom. I've been using it a lot, but because I wear sunscreen extra religiously during the summer, sometimes it's a little bit too expensive to wear every day. So I recently discovered the SkinCeuticals Physical Fusion UV Defense. This is also a broad spectrum SPF 50, UVA, UVB of course, and this one is paraben free, chemical filter free. It has a slight tint, but I really love this. It is a 50 milliliter bottle, so 1.7 fluid ounces for under $40, I think. With tax, it was about less than 40, but I do think that this is a fabulous sunscreen if you wear sunscreen every day like I do. And I do like to reapply on days where I'm not wearing makeup, especially if I'm going outside or taking my dog Bo on a walk. So I highly recommend this SkinCeuticals line. I think that this is a really underrated brand, and I do plan to try more from their product range. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. Now moving on to my favorite moisturizer of the moment. This is the Kogendo Macro Vintage Royal Massage Milk, and I've recommended this as a moisturizer for combination and oily skin way back when I first started using it, but I actually use this as a moisturizer during the day now, especially because this sunscreen that I use is a little bit more watery. I like a kind of gel texture to my moisturizer, and this really helps to plump up my skin, fill in my pores without using a silicone primer. And I just find that this works incredibly well when it's a little bit hotter outside, especially because in California it's about 90 degrees during the day. I find that this is the perfect moisturizer for me. I don't like to use something heavy like the La Mer cream unless it's at night, because when I'm sleeping my skin regenerates, it relaxes, but during the day this is more than enough, and it has such an amazing fluid texture. It's like a gel cream. It's perfect. So definitely give this a shot. The cool thing is you can actually use it as a massage milk, and you just massage it into your face and it helps circulate. It makes your skin look brighter, more flushed. So I highly recommend it for both moisturizing and massaging purposes. Now for another Kogendo product, this is the Oriental Plants Lotion 1, and as you can see I've been breaking out on my chin a little bit more. We think this is because I've been digging my face into my dog. His fur is clean, but you know, it does irritate my skin a little bit. So this is a combination of stress and kissing my dog too much. But I do think that the Kogendo Oriental Plants is really effective if you break out. So normally I just soak one of their cotton pads. They are organic cotton, unbleached. They're totally amazing. They're really thick and plush, and you just soak the toner into the cotton pad and you just separate the layers, and you can use it all over your face. Just stretch out gently. But overall, I do find that this toner is excellent if you have really volatile skin. And most of the time, my skin really loves the SK-II Clear Lotion. But right now, because I've been breaking out so badly, I've been sticking with this, and it helps a lot. So it just reduces congestion a little bit, and it just cools down my skin. So I really love sticking this in the refrigerator and using this in the mornings to depuff. Now, speaking of acne, I do still suffer from acne scarring. It's much lighter than they were before. The spots are really tiny, and most of them are actually new scars from my current breakout situation. But really, my acne scars are much better, and I'm so grateful that, you know, I have all this skincare at my disposal to help me. You know, I really truly understand and sympathize with the acne struggle. You know, when I was a teenager or even when I was in college, I never thought I would say that because I never struggled with my skin. And then I suffered from blemishes from waxing all over my face, you know, cystic pustules, and it was really a heartbreaking moment for me. So I will always remember that, and I will always carry that with me. So I only recommend really amazing products that I do think that will work for you too. And this Holasu Snow Wise EX Brightening Spot Serum is the new serum that I've been using, directly targeted on my scars. I was using the SK-II Derm Brightening Specialist for a while, and while it's really moisturizing and great for flaky acne spots, I do think that for really deep, dark, old scars that this Holasu works better, just because it really gets deep down into the skin, and I feel like my scars are less noticeable even after just a couple weeks of use. And the texture is really nice. It dries down quickly, so I could still layer other serums on top. So I highly recommend this Holasu. It is a little bit expensive, but if you want to really treat scarring, because it's so deep down in your skin, it takes time, it takes patience, it takes a lot of great product. So I highly recommend this one in conjunction with the SK-II Illumination Aura formula, which I use all over my face for an all-over brightening effect, whereas this one targets just my deep dark scarring. And since we keep talking about acne, here is my SK-II Facial Treatment Repair C. This was recommended to me by a blogger friend as well. She is the ultimate makeup. Her name is Ilse, and she is the sweetest because she has really, really sensitive skin, and she always gives me the best makeup recommendations. We have pretty similar taste in beauty and fashion, so I always try out what she recommends. And because she has such sensitive skin, this is one of the few SK-II products she can actually use. So at first I wasn't really gung-ho about trying it because I like really potent skincare, but when I'm breaking out, when it needs to just calm down and balance itself out, I always reach for the serum. It feels like a gel, so I use it last if I do layer on any serums before moisturizer, and I just find that it not only plumps my skin and rehydrates, it just helps my skin get back to normal. So if you're looking for something that balances your T-zone, if you're looking for something that's anti-aging but not too potent, then definitely try the Facial Treatment Repair C. There's no vitamin C in this, it's just a very gentle anti-aging and hydrating treatment. Now for my favorite cleansing oil of the moment. As many of you know, I'm obsessed with cleansing oils. I try new ones all the time, but I always come back to Tatcha and Shiomura. So this one here is the Shiomura Blank Chroma Brightening and Polishing Gentle Cleansing Oil, and this is actually one of the only cleansing oils on the market. In fact, it may be the very first that has an exfoliating effect. So I actually like to use this in the mornings, and because my skin again has been more dehydrated recently, I like to use this in the mornings to rebalance and cleanse my skin. It exfoliates gently, but it never leaves my skin feeling dry or stripped like cleansing gels or foaming cleansers tend to do. So I highly, highly recommend this. I've been saving it and using it quite sparingly, but my friend was traveling through Japan, through Narita Airport, and she picked me up an extra large bottle at duty free. So I can't wait to get that, so now I can start using this freely again. But I really love the texture. It emulsifies really well. I actually posted a get ready with me video last month, and I showed you how to use a cleansing oil. It's really simple. I know it's intimidating at first, but it really only takes a couple minutes, and it's only one step. The Blanc Chroma though is really the best cleansing oil that Shiomura has ever done. I love the Ultimate as well in the winter, and I use the anti-oxy to remove my makeup when I double cleanse, but I just think that the Chroma is so good in the mornings, and it has a really light, refreshing scent that just wakes me up. Okay, so now for the last product to wrap up the top 10. I have this big box of my skincare in front of me. So here is the Colleen Rothschild Clarifying Detox Mask. So I actually reviewed a few of her products before on my blog, and I wanted to include this detox mask. It's not sponsored, I just wanted to include it because I really have been using it to deal with my blemish situation down here. So you can use it all over the face, and I leave it on for about 10 minutes, and then I kind of wash it off with a wet muslin cloth, and I think that really helps to add an extra exfoliating step to the process. But I love this one because it's really great for dry skin. I love the White Glam Glow. I was actually going to bring it in and I totally forgot. So the White Glam Glow works really well all over the face if you want like a deep purging clean, but it leaves my skin feeling dry and stripped, and I have to work really hard to layer and moisturize and use treatments right after I wash that off. But the Colleen Rothschild is a lot more gentle. It's great for sensitive skin, and it has a creamier formula. I think that's what I love about it. It doesn't dry really hard like the Glam Glow does. And I actually have the Charlotte Tilbury Goddess Skin Clay Mask here as well. If you're looking for something that's extra gentle, if you have ultra dry skin, I highly recommend this one instead. So this one is great if you have normal to dry skin, or even if you have combination skin or oily skin, you can use this to help balance the oil in your T-zone. So it may not help you purge out your skin, but it will control the oil a little bit. While the Goddess Skin Clay Mask is probably not great for combination or oily skin. You can get this on beautylish.com. I absolutely love it when I just want a brightening, smoothing effect. I don't think it really tightens my pores, but it definitely does lift my skin a little when it's feeling dull. But if you're suffering from blemishes or if you have some clogged pores, I highly recommend trying the Colleen Rothschild Clarifying Detox Mask. Clay masks and charcoal masks are really hard because it's all about preference and your skin type. So if you like that really tight, drawn out feeling, you know, you can try the Glam Glow. I still use it every now and then because it really does deep cleanse my skin. But I think overall for maintenance, once a week, the Colleen Rothschild is more than enough. And I use the Charlotte Tilbury when I have a special event, or if I just feel like pampering myself, having a spa night at home kind of thing. I have haven't had a professional treatment done, like a facial, in a long time, and I do plan to get extractions down here because these pimples are just driving me nuts. So I really do hope that my skincare videos give you a good idea of where to splurge and what to splurge on, because I know skincare can be overwhelming. And of course, if you have any questions, do feel free to reach out on Instagram or Twitter, and I will help you as best as I can. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye!